Hi everybody, welcome back to ABS AfricanBlogsSay. Another special episode, and today of all days we have the one and only Tayo in the building.
Oh, welcome.
Thank you.
Hi Tayo, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, how you feeling?
I'm great. I'm excited to be on set. Glad to meet you all. This is great. I've heard that you guys keep it popping.
Yes, yes we do. And we've had some of your co-hosts from your show, African Millennials.
Australia and Milan.
Yes,
right?
they've been on the show and they had fun. And it seems like you guys also have fun on your set. Can you tell us a little bit about your show?
I think our set is interesting because we have very strong personalities. I think I'm painted as the guy that has some weird ideals, but still stands for femininity. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I love the guys. I love the ladies and the guys. They all express themselves, and they're never shy, and that keeps things interesting for sure. But
do you guys have any questions for?
Yeah, I mean, I have to ask him my question that I ask every single person that comes here, and that is, who is the guy that you would never invite for the house party or invite to watch basketball with you?
What?
I mean, there has to be just that one guy that irks you. It's like everything this guy says, it's
who don't you like, basically, is what she's saying.
Oh, no.
You know, I don't want to put it in that terms, right?
Okay.
Because you can kind of just disagree with someone's opinion or just be like, nah, I would just never hang out with this guy, but you don't have to dislike that person.
Okay.
No, I mean, I disagree with a lot of opinions on the show, but I can hang out with all of them outside.
All of them? Yeah, they're all invited over for sleepover. Yeah,
they're all invited. I will say the person that's probably closest to me, like family, is Lucy.
Okay.
But
I love Lucy. Hi, Lucy.
But Cam S, Milan, Australia.
Okay.
We all chat. We'll talk all the time.
And who's the one girl that you would date?
Who you crushing on?
I'm not crushing anyone. Everyone has a situation on the show. Everyone has a situation on the show.
Every single person that has come from African Millennials said that. I think you guys are playing it too safe.
They all have a situation. I'm not gonna step into a relationship.
I'm not saying like it's okay. Like everyone has.
I got an answer.
Yeah.
Halle Berry. Halle Berry.
African Millennials.
Oh man.
So let's see who looks like Halle Berry on that show. Lucy.
Not even. Okay, so who is closer to more of your type on the show?
Yeah.
Your type.
Look, I like Halle Berry, Sofia Vergara. They're two different people.
The show on African Millennials.
I don't have them. You know what my type is?
Yes.
Someone that challenges me as much as I challenge her.
Oh, so who would that be?
Mm-hmm. Somebody really strong-willed then.
Strong-willed, independent woman. Independent woman willing to make an impact in the world and do that. That's my type.
Okay.
Good.
And are you single?
I'm single. Yes.
Okay, so Tayo's single. So keep watching African Millennials so you can get to know a little bit about him. And then you never know. He likes a challenging woman.
Wait, are you single and looking, or you're single and you
just
actually
chilling?
I'm single and chill. I don't have a timeline, right? But if I vibe with someone, then I'm not gonna stop or prevent myself.
Got you. And you mentioned strong black men. You said you're a strong black man yourself. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Black men in today's society, in the media, it could be your family or whatever the case might be. Do you think that society are too hard on black men, especially in today's society? Like, do we feel like if let's get an example here. Bill Cosby. Yeah, we're going right in. So an example.
You get me started.
So we're gonna dig right in. So let's talk about Bill Cosby, because when I watched African Millennials, you were really, really hard. Some people felt like you were really hard on Bill Cosby, who is basically Americans' father. He had this the big show on TV, the Bill Cosby show, and people felt like you were going hard on him.
We have to separate Cliff Huxtable, Dr. Huxtable, from Bill Cosby. Okay.
Bill Cosby.
Look, let's see. If my thing is, we have to be able to call wrong for wrong. Like, a lot of times I feel like we have too many hidden figures in the black community, and they don't get to be celebrated figures. And whenever one of our heroes does something wrong, we all clamor up to act like those are the only heroes. We need to call them out so that our young boys and women can know that they can't treat other black women like that. What are we saying when we do that? Are we saying that in an effort to celebrate a black man who's done something wrong, we're going to now minimize our black women? Because these are Floyd Mayweather's hidden black women. Chris Brown was hidden black women. These are the women that we're not speaking up for in this situation.
Okay.
So it irks me when we say, look, allegedly the Cosby thing didn't go, there's going to be another trial. But if you have more than 40 women coming out to say something, where there's smoke, there's fire. We have to be able to look this. We did it with R. Kelly as well. R. Kelly is still able to sell out concerts right now
Yeah, that's true.
well, no matter what you think, in my personal opinion, I think it's safe to say that he's done some of those despicable things.
Okay.
But we don't call these people out. Now, that's not to say that society's not hard on black men, because we all know that's the truth. But I just think we, as a community, have more heroes than we celebrate. And we should celebrate those people and call people out when we need to be called.
So you think that society is hard on black men, but black people are not hard on black men?
I think society is hard, and I think us as black people, we need to just be able to, we need to actually, call more black people out whenever they do something wrong, and we need to celebrate the other hidden figures that we don't celebrate and tell our stories. That's just why I love platforms like this, because it gives agency to us to say, hey, did you know about this? Did you know about that? And when Hidden Figures came out, that was a good example of that, right? See, those were 3 women that we knew nothing about. We learned about Neil Armstrong, but we never learned about these 3 women who were instrumental in getting the first man on the moon.
Exactly.
These are the stories that we should be celebrating, because it's not that we have a lack of heroes. We just never get our stories celebrated. Whether it's the system, we have bad stereotypes perpetuated, but when we get like R. Kelly or Cosby, we tend to climb up to rally around them, even if they did something wrong. And that's why I want to.
Don't you think there's a reason why we clamor and rally around them? There have been many times throughout history that black men have been targeted, and it's been lied about. Remember that woman, like Emmett Till? Yeah.
No, I agree with that.
And then a woman came out several years later.
It happened a couple of weeks ago.
So we don't want that to happen again.
But this is separation. Are you saying, so that means you're making it, if they're lied against, yes, that's different. But if they did it, what do we do?
But you're talking about Bill Cosby has not been convicted. Yeah, these people came up 50 years later. Why didn't you do it when he was popping?
In your honest opinion, you think that there's nothing wrong? If this is great. See, whenever we do this thing, look at it. We're talking about patriarchy, rape culture, and what's called acceptable.
Exactly.
If someone is dropping a pill in your thing, and
who says that he's dropping a pill?
All the women said he dropped a pill.
And
how do they know? So why did they drink it if he dropped a pill in there?
They woke up unconscious. They woke up unconscious the next day.
You wouldn't know.
Okay, so why wouldn't? Because I'm just putting myself in their shoes of what our viewers are thinking as well.
Please tell me.
Okay, I just hung out with Kofi Siriboe, the African guy that was in Girls Trip.
Yeah.
I just hung out with him. He's doing his thing, young black guy. We're hanging out. I wake up the next day unconscious. I mean, I'm a woman. I know when something sexual happened to me. I mean, you can feel it. So if I feel like there's something wrong, why would I not go to the police the next day? Why would I not tell someone? Why would I hide it?
You can't feel it when you're unconscious. You're unconscious.
No.
So you wake up
afterwards.
Yeah, but it doesn't always have to be an intercourse. Yeah. Something could have been done to you. Your power was taken. Something was dropped into your drink.
She's saying that she could feel it the following day, and then why haven't these women come forward?
Yeah, but sometimes you can't feel it because you've been.
But they can feel it 10 years later and accuse him.
No, but I'm saying, something doesn't make sense if all of a sudden you wake up in the morning next day in somebody's room half naked.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, that I would question it right away. I wouldn't wait 50 years later.
Let's not pretend like we don't know how powerful some of these men are.
Yes.
Like, it's not like the pressure. Yes. We can't tell people that have been abused that they need to act a certain way. These people are survivors of a certain incident. And if you feel the guilt, the shame, and everything that you have to go through, the media scrutiny and all that, those are things that people, the way
people.
But
you're going through it now, 50 years later. So then why did you come out and say
the confidence probably came from 1 or 2 or 3 people coming out. You feel.
And the thing about women stepping out and talking about it, it's not easy. It's not that easy to come outside and be like, Bill Cosby did this to me.
But
the same backlash.
This is the backlash. This is the
backlash.
No. The thing is, what we're saying is, I'm looking at what Floyd Mayweather, Bill Cosby. I'm looking at this in the reflection of, honestly, so many people have lied against black men, and all these people don't look black when they come. All these people have lied against black men for hundreds of years, and then suddenly, when a powerful black man suddenly gets all this money and power, then suddenly they all come forward.
But there are black women that accuse them too, though.
But I'm saying that people in this day and age, how many times have we all heard of fake lawsuits when people, because they get paid, they know that the person either was going to pay them for silence or they're going to get a book deal.
I understand that. I understand that point you just made, but it doesn't grant you the right to shut everything else down.
Wrong is wrong.
Just because he's Bill Cosby, don't shut this 40 women that came out and said that he did this to me. Oh, we're not supposed to say it because you Bill Cosby?
We're not gonna give
No, we're not saying it because it's Bill Cosby. Because you came 10, 20 years later.
It's not easy. It's not easy to just come out and say it.
Listen,
It takes time.
And
the
40 women.
Let me
So
tell you something.
do you know one of the
Over 40.
reasons?
Over
Do you know
40.
one of the reasons that the jury couldn't come to a conclusion?
What?
One juror said that the way the girl was dressed to come and visit Bill Cosby, she just can't.
It was in a sexual way. I
Whoa,
know
whoa,
you're
whoa,
not
whoa,
about to
no,
blame
no,
the
no,
girl.
I'm
Right
not
now.
blaming the girl. I'm not
Okay.
blaming the girl. I'm
Okay.
just saying what one juror said, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a female, right? You know what I mean? I'm a female. I go out, I go to the club, whatever. I'm not blaming anyone or anything, but at the same time, you're coming out 50 years later claiming you were unconscious. What were you doing with this man that's not your boyfriend?
It doesn't
alone?
matter.
It doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
What were you doing in his
She
bedroom?
wasn't asking
Doesn't
for
matter.
it.
What were you doing
She
in his
wasn't in her bedroom.
bedroom?
Listen,
Doesn't
this is
matter.
how this, and you
Rape culture.
Yes, you are in the
Yeah,
entertainment
that's not a good
industry.
example.
You are in this industry, right? You go to parties.
Yeah.
You go to parties.
And I don't leave with guys I don't know, and I don't go to
You
guys
don't
that I don't know.
necessarily
houses,
have
and I
to
don't
you
live
were
in their
there.
bedroom.
You were drugged.
I don't go
You
to
were
their
drugged.
hotels.
If
So
you were
I was
drugged, you don't
drugged
know.
from the nightclub where he dragged me
Yes.
on the floor. No one saw him dragging me all the way to the hotel room. Nobody saw him
Just
picking
because,
me up to the hotel room.
listen, just because Bill Cosby invites you to an after party at his hotel doesn't mean you are down for sex.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It
but
really
I'm not
doesn't
going
mean-
alone. I would never. Look, I've been put in this situation several times. I'm a girl.
Okay,
I've
but-
worked for nightclubs. I never go anywhere with somebody I don't
So
know
what are
like
you
that.
really
But
saying? Are you
never.
blaming the girls for
Never.
going?
Never.
blaming the
Are you
girls.
blaming?
I'm not blaming the
But
girl.
that's what you're doing
it's
if you say
victim
stuff
blaming.
like
But
that.
what I'm saying is don't put yourself in a predicament and then come 50 years later and say blah
No,
blah blah blah.
you don't do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You
yeah,
don't
yeah,
say.
yeah.
"Don't
Yeah,
put yourself in-"
yeah.
Let me tell you something.
innocent.
Let me tell you
He
something.
is
Let me tell you
innocent.
something. Why? If a girl, right? If a girl lays next to Bill Cosby, but as naked. Let me tell you, let me paint this picture to you. Naked with Bill Cosby, and it's time for them to have sex, and the girl says no.
He can't have sex with her.
Hold
he
on.
cannot.
No, I don't want. I've changed my mind. You
Yes.
can't. You still can't be like,
Exactly.
oh well, why
I
you
agree.
came? Why
I
you
agree.
naked in my
Even
bed?
if he-
It
look,
means you want it.
Look,
I
even
changed.
if he
A
was,
no is a
even,
no.
Look, even if he was this close and she said no, no is
Yeah,
no.
so you know
So
what
then
the
what
consensual
is
sex
so-
is. You know what
so
the
no
consensual
is no.
If we both, if you agree to have sex with me and I don't agree to have sex with you, and it ends up happening, it's rape. You
Exactly.
raped
Of
me.
course
it
it's
counts.
rape.
So that's what
But
allegedly
there is no
he did.
evidence.
I
There
think-
is no
I
evidence.
think what we're
So
talking
40
about.
women that came out, there's no
They
evidence.
all want money.
They all
I
want
would do
money.
it. Like, come on, they want money.
They want money.
Like everybody gets
And they
settled
want it-
100 grand.
Exactly.
Call it a day.
They want money.
That's
You-
what
so
it is.
you
they
know
just
this.
want to bring the
I'm not
black man
saying-
But you
down
know this.
who
You
has
I know
created
this.
a
You know this.
legacy.
But how do you know these women were raped?
No, but so you're
Because the sheer
hold
number.
On, hold on. This is the problem. Like, so if a woman tells you she's been attacked, why is our immediate instinct to think
It's not her fault. You lying.
It's a lie.
You because you want money. And I'm really surprised that you
No.
girls are saying that.
Yes, but the
because
truth is
put
the
yourself
truth.
in that situation.
But you don't know.
And don't
Because
put me.
I
I
wouldn't
don't
come
put
out.
myself in
Society-
situations like that.
society
I
always
don't end up
goes-
in random
Even-
places with
no.
random men.
Even no.
Never.
We're
He's not
talking
random,
about-
he's Bill
It's
Cosby.
Bill
It doesn't matter.
No,
He's
no.
random to me.
I'm saying that you can't. Well, first of all, I don't agree with what you're saying at this moment because it does sound like you're blaming the
the
female.
woman. It sound like
But
it.
I'm saying that I don't even believe this has happened. I don't even believe
Yeah,
that
but
you
your
did it.
why? Your why as
Because-
to how did it
Jen,
Because
happen?
wait a minute. So I'm not saying because women or people who've suffered abuse when they come forward, I don't believe them. But why are you coming forward now?
He
I
answered your
agree.
question. He
I
answered your
agree.
question.
How did he
He
answer
answered.
the
He
question?
said
agree.
it's
You
shame.
so many years-
Answer the question. Why do you feel like?
Do you honestly feel like it's your place to tell a person that's been, that feels has been assaulted what to do and when to do it?
Exactly.
You don't know
Boom.
the emotions that they're going through.
Thank you.
I would never. I'm a guy. I can't feel comfortable saying what a woman should do. But
So
we
all
just
40 of them went through those emotions?
we just gave you an instance. If you have a someone that's powerful, you just called him America's dad, right? Think of the implications that could happen. Her life will be changed forever. Like she is not going to be able to walk down the street. People will call her a liar. People call her a gold digger. If it's true, that's enough of the trauma of going through the experience, waking up and having been raped. waking up and being realized that you're gonna be plastered over every place. Your kids, your family, everybody's there.
All the name calling.
That's you don't know. You can't tell someone what to do.
Yes. In that situation, it's really hard.
I disagree, and the reason I disagree is 53 women. You can't tell me that if it's true that he raped all 53 women, that all 53 women, it took them so many years to come out.
That's what we're saying.
Second thing I'm gonna say, one of the accusers is Janice Dickinson, the supermodel who is a crackhead who has always been on drugs.
Okay.
Everybody knows this. Like, how do you even believe someone like that?
Hold on. This is the point. If that happened to one person, that's the crime. That's still a crime. It doesn't. If let's say we go with your logic, 50 people all lied. If the 52 people lying out of 53 people, that 53rd person, if that happened to that person, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
I agree.
It's
If
true.
it happened.
You're telling me that everyone of them was a liar.
Yeah. How about the fact that this man has created a legacy and created it at a time
And they're trying to tear it down.
you're trying to tear it
And
down.
they do that for black. They do that for
What
black.
if he did something wrong? He did something wrong.
You guys,
But where's the evidence?
But you know what?
Okay, Taya, you know what I'm gonna do?
Where's the evidence?
You know what I'm gonna do? Tomorrow I'm gonna walk into a precinct and I'm gonna say that you abused me on the set of ABS.
It's not the same thing.
It's not the same
Let me
thing.
tell you something.
Anyone
If
can
Bill
do that.
Cosby, if
Anyone-
this man's picture, the man you see right now,
These people
is
are
your
powerful.
wait, hold on. If this man was your neighbor and wasn't Bill Cosby, and something like this happens in the headlines, you'll be like, he did it.
No, I would not.
We are
No, I
shutting
would
down
not.
because we are shutting down because
No, I would not.
we are shutting down because he's Bill Cosby and he's one of the most powerful black men out there, and we feel like, why are you trying to shut this man down? We're not doing that. We're saying Bill Cosby. Over 50 women came out and said something. You want to tell me all these 50, they don't know each other. These 50 women don't know each other. Not even one. You didn't touch not even one person? Come on. There's something wrong here. The picture is not right. And we have to call a spade a spade. Bill Cosby, say something. Did you do it or you didn't? Say something. You touched this
You know
woman.
why it doesn't
You
matter
drugged
what he
them.
says? You know why it doesn't
Yes.
matter? Your mind is made up that he did it. It
No,
doesn't
no.
matter.
Your
My mind is made up that he did not do it.
So, pretty much, do you think as black people, we don't want to shine a light on what Bill Cosby has done or Floyd Mayweather or Chris Brown? We don't need to keep on pointing out our dirty laundry because the media has already told us how horrible we are and portraying, and they're saying all these stereotypes. And then when we shine a light on Bill Cosby or these other powerful men and black men in media, we are adding fuel to that fire.
I don't think that is mutually exclusive to elevating the great things that other black men and women do. What we're doing, if we're doing that, is we're basically giving permission for our younger black men and boys to treat black men and women in a horrible way. Because we're not calling this out. When they get into that position, they're going to be just as empowered, or some of them will feel like, if that guy got away with it, I can get away with it. We need to be able to say, this is good behavior, this is bad behavior. We as a community of black people can do better, and we will do better. Look at this example. Every time these type of situations happen, the argument comes up is like, we're dragging our men down. But I don't think we're dragging our men down. We have other men to elevate.
Yes.
It's not like it's you. We don't have just Bill Cosby. Yeah. That's my thing. It's not just R. Kelly. It's not just, there are other people. We just had Barack Obama as president. You know, I mean, we've got Denzel Washington. We've got so many. There's so many people that we can
I would
elevate.
argue against that. There's not that many people. Like you may know a lot of people because we're black.
Then we
but
elevate it.
Then who is we?
Us as the black people, we should tell those stories more. Because
How do you know we're not telling those stories and those stories are just being
Problem is,
suppressed?
how many black
we have
people are
more.
even controlling the media to put out that much black stories?
So let me ask you
that
this.
much black positive
So
stories.
let me ask this question. Do you think that every time we call out situations like what we just did, that's a bad look for us?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Okay,
I
this
disagree.
is what I think. Let's just say, okay, it came out, Bill Cosby, he raped someone. There was a point that it was in the news every single day for like 4 months. That was not necessary.
Yes, it was.
It was not
It was
necessary. I'll
unnecessary.
tell you what my
Tell
opinion
me
is
why,
about
yeah.
it. Okay, he did it. It's not our, whatever we think. He should be, even if he did it, trial him in court, let us know what the verdict is, call it a day. When Trayvon Martin got shot, it wasn't in the news every single day for 4 months.
Thank you.
You get what I mean? So if you're going to put Bill Cosby on the news every day for 4 months, then put that cop that shot Tamir Rice, put all that stuff on the
That's
news
fine.
every day for 4 months, but they don't do that. So since they do not do that, then we as black people do not need to put that negative stuff about Bill Cosby every day on the news for 4 months neither.
I believe it.
Let me tell
that's
you.
my
Let me tell
opinion
you.
on it.
I believe that we don't even go hard on them enough. Let me tell you why. Because as a black man living in America, you're a man and you're black. You have to work 10 times harder than the next person.
Yeah, than the next white man. Agree.
Harder than the next person.
Okay.
So when you're doing stuff like that, you're representing, let's say, a culture, right?
Yeah.
So if you do something bad, yes, we're coming hard on you because you're representing us.
It's all of us.
It's all of us. We in this together.
But isn't that unfair?
It is unfair. It is unfair. But this is the black community looking up to Bill Cosby.
But you're saying that Bill Bill Cosby had to work, you said, 10 times harder. So then we see that this guy this black man who worked 10 times harder to get to where he is, and also R. Kelly and Floyd, they worked harder than anybody of any race to get to where they are. And then as soon as they do something that is a rumor or a mistake
Floyd
or an error, well, Floyd is not a rumor.
And
but Chris Brown was real.
We saw the pictures. What are we talking about? What are we doing?
So then, but as soon as that happens, that happens in other communities, white communities as well. I've never seen
it doesn't get as
publicized.
It comes out, but it doesn't come out for 4 months in a row like how it did about
because
we are sitting here on this table defending rapists and saying that it is okay.
No, I did not say that.
That's what we're actually doing right now. You understand that's what we're doing.
You're not saying it, but that's how
You're saying we should make a case for defending rapists because other communities don't do that.
You guys
what we are saying is that Bill Cosby and Chris Brown and Floyd Mayweather should not be in the news every day for 4 months. That's all we're saying. It does not need to be on the news every day for 4 months.
But
if they're going to be on the news every day for 4 months, then the cops that are shooting unarmed black men and little innocent 12-year-old kids should also be in the news for 12 months. And if we're saying that, then someone like Marcus Brown, who's from the hood in Brooklyn, who has won every single Golden Glove, who went to represent, and he's actually Liberian, who went to represent America in the Junior Olympics, he should be in the news every day for 4 months. I never even saw that on the news.
But then we should look. Okay,
that's what we're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. You're saying we should. What is that? We should like
what we're doing right now. This is a platform. We instead of talking about this, right? and the next episode could be about the black.
But on ABS we talk about everything.
Exactly.
This happens to be about
Bill Cosby. I'm not saying this. I'm saying like the next episode could be Hidden Figures, which we don't sell.
Let me say something. I want you guys to understand.
So what we're talking about is like on the broad perspective, right? That is it right or is it wrong? Because they're not. They're promoting positive of other races and other things.
Who's they?
I'm talking about the media in general. The media, the American media. I don't know who controls it, but American media is what I'm talking about. But once a black man does something so small, I mean not so small, but does one mistake, it's let's tear him down. They've taken awards from him, and as you said, let's separate Bill Cosby from Dr. Huxtable. It doesn't take away from what he did, from his acting skills. His awards and stuff shouldn't be taken from him.
But you're not separating the two guys.
You should separate it. He should be tried in court, and if he's found guilty, fine, cool, put him in jail.
But then he wasn't.
But why should all of those things be taken away? They took all those things from him, and then he wasn't even convicted of the crime.
They were accusing him after one woman accused him, and two women or something. Suddenly he has everything ripped away from him.
But you understand that these rumors have been going on for years, right? This is not the first time. This has been the rumor for years.
It was when. Why has America finally decided all of a sudden, around the same time that there's an epidemic going on with so much black people, to finally trial him for it? Why not? Because as you said, one person accusing him of rape is just as good as 53 people accusing him of rape. It's still a crime.
So why? Why do you think so?
Well, clearly he's pissed someone off behind the scenes, and they're giving him a taste of punishing him. Clearly, because you know what? As he said, I have heard these rumors for years. Why all of a sudden? Even as of 5 years ago, at least 10 women had come out already. It took 53 to... It's ridiculous.
Let me tell you why.
It's ridiculous.
Let me tell you why.
Okay, you tell me why.
Let me tell you why it became that hit. A stand-up comedian brought it to the light.
A black stand-up comedian.
A black stand-up comedian brought it to the light, and then everybody was like, wow, started Googling it and saw all, because we didn't
That's
take it,
what they want you to
we
believe.
shut it down. When it happened, a lot of black media shut it down because of the same idea of
Exactly.
that's a powerful black
I'm
man.
not sure if this is right or wrong because I read it somewhere and it's not everything you read that you believe. But I also understand that he was also trying to purchase NBC.
I don't know.
The whole channel.
I have no
like,
idea.
I mean, you have to put all of these factors in place. Like, does white America want a black person to own NBC?
You to understand
like,
that.
You have to understand all of these things.
I just want you to understand that monsters, right, come in so many different
Yes.
shapes,
Of course.
sizes, and sometimes they look like that.
Okay.
Sometimes
And-
they
and
look
I'm gonna
like
give you
that.
an example.
So I don't want people out there listening or watching be like, I don't think Bill Cosby can ever do that because he's Bill Cosby.
Anybody,
That's
your
wrong.
dad could do that. My dad could do that.
Yes. So why
Anybody
are
could
we
do that.
defending him?
I'm
and
not
saying,
defending him. I'm not
You just
defending
said-
him.
you
I'm
just said-
stating what the facts are. What the fact is.
The fact is that he wasn't guilty.
Yes.
And he wasn't charged.
Yes.
He
No, but
wasn't
that's-
charged.
I'm-
No, no, no,
that's
no.
still gonna
You
go-
know,
they're
no, no,
gonna
no,
go
no.
for
I
another
know.
trial.
I'm literally telling you
It's a
as a lawyer.
mistrial.
I'm an attorney, okay?
But they're gonna do
No, no,
another
no.
trial.
Yeah, because that's what a mistrial is. I'm an attorney, and I'm telling you that he was it not guilty because you're in America, you're innocent until proven guilty. So when I hear things like this from people like you and other it
But that's the
really
law, though.
irritates
No,
me.
but that's the American
irritates
law.
you.
Listen,
It irritates
listen.
me when we
But
let
please.
we defend
Listen.
rapists.
Hold on a second. Someone like R. Kelly, I have no doubt in my head that R. Kelly has sex
He's a
with little
pedophile.
girls.
Oh,
I
but
have-
I'm gonna
hold
listen
on.
to his music.
hold on.
Did I say
Hold on
that?
a
I
second.
don't.
I'm saying.
Hold on a second. I have no doubt in my head that he does that, right?
Yes.
You know what my problem is? Supposedly he's running a cult right now. He has like 4 21-year-old girls in there. Every single one of those girls' parents came out and said, yes, I took my daughter to, a father took his daughter to an R. Kelly concert and took his daughter backstage to meet R. Kelly to further her music career. That sounds like an Aaliyah all
pimp.
over again. You just pimped out your daughter to a pedophile, but I shouldn't listen to R. Kelly music when he makes
You
great
just
damn
confused
R&B
me.
music. I don't care.
So you believe those girls because their father came forward?
I don't believe the girls. I believe what the parents are saying. This has
So
been
you
all
believe
over the news.
you believe that story because parents came forward.
Parents are
but
saying
you
that
don't
they
believe
took their
you don't
daughters to
believe
the
over
concert.
50 women came out and said these 50 women don't know each other.
So hold on a second. The parents said they took their daughter to R. Kelly concert. The daughter said my dad took me to the R. Kelly concert. R. Kelly's camp is saying that the parent brother. That's 3 different stories. And all
But I'm
stories
giving you
align.
50 reasons why.
Align.
I'm
But
giving
no,
you
the
50
story
girls
But
out
hold
of
on.
50.
And then hold on.
And this 50 have the same story. It's like it's similar. With
Yeah,
the
because
whole,
they're being coached by lawyers, of course. You know,
but you don't know that,
But hold on.
though.
I
You
don't know that. And that's the same way I don't know if he did it or if he didn't do it. I wasn't there. I wasn't laying in the bed. I don't know. But I'm not going to jump to conclusions because 53 people have the same story. Doesn't that sound crazy to you?
It
that
doesn't sound
53
crazy
women
that 53
from
sounds
have
crazy
that
to
sounds
me.
crazy.
You're saying-
How can we all have the same exact story?
It's not the
that doesn't make sense.
That means it's a pattern.
That
it's a
doesn't make
pattern,
sense.
it's a behavior.
I definitely think you made a great point about them talking about it for 4 months. Like, so what do you think moving forward should the black community's reaction be to these things? Because I do agree. Like, I agree that I think that R. Kelly is a pedophile. Like, and I do not buy his music. I do not support him. But I have noticed that other black people, the black community, have supported R. Kelly. They have not come out against him. And so, like, what should our steps be moving forward?
Hasn't been found guilty, R. Kelly?
He wasn't.
No, he wasn't found guilty. However,
But that was
the
your-
parents came
No,
forward.
but you said.
The parents came forward, and
I don't
it's
care
been a
if
history.
grandmother
No,
came
you
forward.
said-
You said, this is America.
Yes.
This is America.
And you are innocent until proven guilty.
Didn't he date Aaliyah? But Aaliyah, how old is
No, he
Aaliyah?
married
No.
Aaliyah.
He married Aaliyah.
I don't care who he married.
But she was what?
You
What age?
said-
No,
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 I'm
no.
going-
What age? No, no, for real. What age was Aaliyah when he got
15.
married?
15.
So then,
It doesn't matter.
That's pedophilia.
But
I
her
understand
family
what the word. I understand
consented
what
to
that
it.
is. I'm going with
no,
what
no,
you
no,
said.
no, no. I'm saying
You said
no, no.
you just said Bill wasn't guilty.
Bill wasn't guilty.
because
And then-
he's
okay,
innocent
the
until
point,
found
Charlie.
guilty.
Yeah.
But then in the same breath, you over here saying R. Kelly is guilty.
Oh no, no, no,
No,
no. The
she-
reason, no. The reason that I said R. Kelly. This is let me
Yeah.
mention R. Kelly. Didn't he marry Aaliyah when she was 15?
Yeah, so he's
Dude,
a pedophile.
isn't that on my face?
No, but marriage is an agreement, boo.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
no,
you're still
no.
a
But what
pedophile.
age
You're
was
grown.
he? He was a grown man
He was
married to a
27.
child.
Yeah, but
He's
without
a pedophile.
consent,
No,
you
but
can
no,
get
what,
No,
he,
he's a
what, he's,
pedophile.
what he's saying,
What
what he's saying is that he just said. The
Yes,
court-
and I'm telling you that Aaliyah was 15.
wasn't the only like.
Okay, the point, I understand the point you're making. You're saying because of what she said about Bill Cosby,
she's a lawyer,
then she can't say
exactly.
can't say that R. Kelly is a pedophile because he was also found not guilty. But she's saying that because R. Kelly was married to a 15-year-old girl, then he's definitely a pedophile.
But
hold on a second, whether it was with consent or without consent, why would
be
a
a
grown
pedophile
man
with consent,
be
right?
attracted to a kid? That's her point. But the point is, you're saying what should us as blacks in America do about it is, first of all, parents need to keep their kids away from people like R. Kelly. I don't think that it's my problem or it's up to me to defend R. Kelly or protect. It's not. It's not. He's a grown man. He does what he wants to do. My problem is the parents that are taking their daughters to R. Kelly. As a parent, that bothers me. That baffles me. I have a son, and my son is not going anywhere close to R. Kelly, and he's not a girl.
But you know the parents were pimping out the kids, though.
Yeah.
I mean, so
that's the problem.
I don't think
not R. Kelly.
We can't be
No,
we can't
R.
be
Kelly's
blaming
the
all these
problem.
people. What we need to do is understand that there's wrong, and we can call people out. But we should also, at the same breath, celebrate our people. You keep saying who, us. What we're doing right now, we have platforms. We live in a time where digital media gives an opportunity for Issa Rae to go from angry, awkward black girl to insecure. We live in a time where you can do so many things with Instagram. Let's not act like we don't have ownership of our own stories, okay? We can do that now. We know we're learning more of our history. Let's celebrate those histories. And at the same time, call out people that did something wrong. It's not mutually exclusive. Just because we call out someone doesn't mean we've all of a sudden dragged us back in the
Agreed, but let's not sit on it and call them out on one mistake every single day of their lives now, because at the same time, I'm sure all of us sitting here, we all make mistakes, but because we're not in the public eye as much as they are, we're not reminded of it every day. So fine, I agree with you. Let's call Bill Cosby out, Floyd, Chris, let's call all of them out, but we don't need to talk about it for 4 months.
Yes, we're going to call them out, and we're not going to wait.
What we should talk about for 4 months is the positive people like Marcus Brown, Issa Rae, what's the
Tyler Perry, everybody.
Yes, Oprah. That's what we should talk about.
We're going to talk about the good and the bad, and we're still going to call them out, and not wait for the Lord to say you're guilty before we call them out, because the Lord makes mistake as well.
What do you mean by call them out? Like,
call them out and say Bill Cosby. This is 50 women over 50 women came out. Said you touched them in some inappropriate ways. You drugged them. What is going on? What is really going on? Let's talk about it.
No, but I'm just confused because people like him call Bill Cosby out. So he's black.
Yes.
Why do all black people have to speak with one voice?
Because we are shocked. We can't believe what we're hearing. We can't believe what we're seeing. That a whole Bill Cosby, who we looked up to, the American black father, is doing this to over 50 women. We are astonished. What is going on? That's what we call him out. We are angry.
What do you mean by call them out? That's what I'm saying, because I'm confused. Because do you think, like for the R. Kelly example, you said that he was a sold out concert? He sold out a concert?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, recently.
Oh.
And not support their BS.
That's support.
I would still go to
the way you bring a powerful person
down.
I wouldn't go
we just heard. She said she would still go to
He makes great music. I don't care what he does in the bedroom. It's absolutely none of my business.
That's what we need to start.
Okay, listen, I don't mind calling it out. Whatever, talk about it. R. Kelly's
for you
wrong.
to
But I
still
shouldn't
support.
stop listening to
But
his
for
music.
you, no.
Why? It's great music.
Calling out does mean, I think, not supporting anything.
Yes.
Okay, so what you're saying is calling out is not supporting.
Calling out, how to take them down. You don't support them. When they bring something out, you bring them down by not supporting them, not buying their music.
So I think Floyd just made $70 million recently.
He's going to make more than that.
Oh, he made more than that.
He's going to make more than that.
With the next fight, yeah.
And he went to jail.
He did. Yeah, look.
Because you know what? America is good with second chances. So when you accept your responsibility.
He did go to jail.
If Bill Cosby comes out and, plead to the public and said, I did this, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. America, knowing I've been living here for a while now, they are a line of opportunity. They'll give you a second chance.
Not to a black man.
Not to a black man.
Excuse me? They've given it to Chris Brown.
No, we gave Chris Brown an opportunity.
Chris Brown is because of his fans.
But he's not helping himself. He hasn't helped himself.
And he's still not back up to
He
where
hasn't helped. He
was.
hasn't helped himself because of him. He hasn't helped himself with someone's behavior.
Changed.
If you look at Chris Brown, weeks after the Rihanna thing, he threw a chair off the GMA building. Karuchi's come out saying he's doing that. He's publicly said, if I've dated someone, you're mine forever.
Yes.
He says these type of things.
Changed.
What is that?
So
That's
can
not
I
helping
say
yourself
something?
in the
So can I say something? We all sat back and watched the Chris Brown and Rihanna drama unfold. Like
Yes.
everyone did, the whole of America, we did, right?
What's the drama for?
Unfold. I mean, we watched it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
when the next day Rihanna ended up with him in Miami at
Yeah.
Diddy's
Yeah, that was
house,
crazy.
the court, we all saw it, right? But Karrueche decided that he's never gonna hit me and decided to date him. And you're telling me I should stop listening to his music when Karrueche's that's her problem. It's not mine. I don't understand why I'm responsible.
I'm confused. Did Chris Brown ever hit Karrueche?
I don't
That's
know.
what she's saying.
I don't know if it's true. I'm just saying.
She was abused in some way, some shape,
No,
or
no,
form.
she did. She's
was
claiming
abused.
that she did.
Yeah.
Now that she has a new boyfriend,
Up
all
to
of
a
a sudden.
point.
My
Up to a
only,
point
my
where-
only problem with Chris Brown is that I said he hasn't helped himself with some of his like anger management
don't
issues
you-
that he's continuing. So I'm saying on one breath where we're saying I want America to give me a chance. I've changed. I'm nice and everything. But then the next day you're like
doing something
you're flipping
else.
something.
So how
that
can we
doesn't.
forgive you?
That is not. For me, if I see that, I'd be like, whoa, what?
You haven't
You give
changed.
me
But
mixed
do you
messages.
know what?
That's all I'm
They-
saying with that.
Do you know what? You give that example, but you know there are lots of white stars that have
I
done.
agree.
Yes.
I agree.
And so we
And
don't.
we don't
so
hear about it. Can somebody give out a name of one
I
white
call
star
Casey
that
Affleck out. I call Casey Affleck out for Roman Polanski. I called them. Look, there's no separation with me. Like
With you,
he
I
got an
understand
Oscar.
that.
He got an Oscar. I was like, why is Casey Affleck getting an Oscar? We just had something.
understand that.
But I
Yeah.
think the question here is why do we go in more on black?
Yeah.
Because
But I'm
there
not
are
going in
people, and if you feel like we're going hard on them, it's because listen, the love is strong. That's why we're going
We
hard on
expect
you.
more.
Chris
I like
Brown,
that.
we love you. That's
We
why we're
expect
going hard
better.
on you. We don't hate you. You are people, but you can't be acting crazy. There's
But
white
do you
people
know-
watching, so you can't be going out acting crazy on us. You know, so that's why we go hard on them. It's not we're not hating on them.
But I understand you, but the point that I'm making is, do you see how we can, off the top of our head, we can come up with Chris Brown, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, Floyd Mayweather. Off the top of my head, I can't come up with.
I can come up with that.
You okay?
Yeah.
You can, but that, you're an advocate.
Yeah.
Like you work in this. You know, I'm just talking about in
deliberately do
general.
that.
You do this. If you walked up to 10 African American people under the age of 26. They would not be able to come up with 4 white men that are in the media off the top of their head who have abused your wives. And that's because the media doesn't put it out for 4 months, like how they would put Chris Brown out for 4 months. That's the only point I'm trying to make. So my point is, if white media is bringing them down so much, why should I also bring them down?
Exactly.
That's
And
my
that's
point.
the
That's
only
the
thing
only
we're
point I'm
saying.
making.
And you're saying
I'm
that
not saying guilty or not guilty, but that's my point.
And that's the only thing we're saying. And we're saying that yes, we can also not attack these men.
Let's help them.
Or I don't know about help them.
We're not helping them.
Just not attack them. I think is help. And then we can also elevate and the hidden figures, the hidden black community who are doing that. Why can't we do? But why do we have to go after them?
Yeah,
But
We're not
because
after
they-
them.
They're already being. Everyone in the world's going after them. Why are we going after them?
Let me give you this analogy.
Yeah.
You see someone punching someone just, there's an accident, someone's on the road. And then another person just ran over the guy, and then you're like, oh, well,
Somebody's gonna help. Somebody's gonna say
they're
it.
right, but a bunch of people there already there. I'm not gonna do anything. It's not my responsibility because, someone
But
else already there.
it's-
You're not going
No.
I
But there was already. But then you see somebody. You're in your car and you see this person get run over, and then you're about to pull over, but you see a whole bunch of 20 people run at that person. You're like, okay, they got him.
Now, if you see someone being bullied, right? Someone's being bullied consistently. You say it's not my responsibility. I don't know this kid, right? No, it's not. I don't know this kid. I'm not gonna do anything. It's not my. In fact, this person's a white kid. What's my boy? We get bullied all the time. I'm not gonna stand for this kid. Maybe he needs to experience that for what it is.
Do you know how I see it?
No, I'm saying you do that. Are you gonna tell me that it's okay to let that happen?
No. But let me go back to your example. No. What I'm saying is the world is already going after them. So let me
It doesn't
do it.
matter.
No.
I
The
disagree.
bully.
The world's
So
going after the bully.
no. The bully. So you see somebody getting bullied, and then you see the whole world going after the bully. Why would you step in? You're like, it's handled.
The world
No.
isn't going after the bully. Is
No.
what my point is.
Everybody's going after Bill
Well,
Cosby
can
and
I
Floyd
say
Mayweather
something?
and R. Kelly.
Can I
It's
say
not.
something,
How are
Shawty?
they going after R. Kelly if R. Kelly can still sell out a concert?
Can
What are
I
you
say
saying?
something?
His
Who
livelihood
is
is still.
buying the concert tickets?
She just said she would
Can
still
I
go.
say, I wouldn't buy a ticket to go,
What do
but
you
I would
mean?
go.
He can
but I
still
would,
support
support it.
himself.
I would
It's
go,
a-
but I
It's
wouldn't
sold
buy a
out. It's
ticket.
sold
But
out.
it's the same
What
thing.
you guys
Whether
think
you
of a
accept
tag
the
is-
free gift,
Can I,
he's still
can
going.
I say something?
Go
Do you
ahead.
know how I look at it? I look at it like how I look at a black man. I'm dating a black man. He's a lawyer working down on 49th Street. As a black man working on 49th Street, he is most likely the only black man in that office.
Yeah.
Most likely. He's already taken a pay cut. He already has to deal with so much stuff with that. He gets off work, he's walking down the street, he has to deal with a cop that's gonna pull him over because he's black. And then he gets home and me, his wife, I'm just gonna be like, "Ah!" No, when he gets home, I'm gonna be like, babe, are you okay? How was your day? He might be wrong, but I'm not just gonna jump on him. And that's what the situation
But he didn't do anything
The
wrong,
whole
that's
He didn't do
world-
anything wrong for you to
the
jump
whole
on him.
world- So the point that I'm making, the whole world is already jumping on our black men. Why am I gonna help bring them down? Yes, they are wrong. I'll call you out. You're wrong. Try to fix it. If you can't fix it, fine. Like, let's move on. Like you said, let's promote the positiveness. We don't need to bring down our black men. They're all in jail already. What else do you want?
But do you understand that by saying that and you saying I still go to this concert, I still do that, you're not. It's not leave. That's not a
You're not
helping.
helping.
You're helping him still stay in the spotlight because he's still relevant. If he can still sell a concert and put out
Do you know
music.
why he sold out that concert? Because everybody in the media is talking about him. He
That's
thought
why he
that R.
sold
Kelly
out?
was irrelevant. Like I hadn't
He
heard
was
R.
ar-
Kelly.
he was
I hadn't
irrelevant.
heard about R. Kelly in years.
Thank you.
Till these little girls who pimped their kids out. These parents pimped their kids out to R. Kelly.
Concerts for if you look at the ticket sales, even selling out concerts for the last
But what I'm saying is,
2,
it wasn't
3
relevant.
years.
It wasn't like he wasn't even
No,
relevant
his,
till all
his
of this came
diehard
out.
fans
Yeah.
were still
'Cause
going
he
to the
the man
concert.
makes
So
great
what you guys
music.
are
We don't
saying?
care
What you
about
guys
he
are
does in
saying?
the-
What you
Do
guys
know
are saying?
How many old rock stars, Caucasian rock stars, did drugs, rape people, all kinds of stuff? You don't hear people bashing them. You don't hear them being
People
in the
do
media
talk
for
about
4
it.
months. But they're not in the media for 4
People
months.
talk
think
about
it's-
it.
they're
And
not.
I think the
I just
issue
think
here is
it's sad that we're giving these people passes. They're like, why can't we just be
I'm not
okay with
giving nobody a
I know
pass.
you're not. I know you're not. But why can't we just be okay with saying something's wrong, something's wrong? I don't think us saying this as black people, I don't think I'm betraying any black
Exactly.
person.
Boom.
I'm just saying, look, that's wrong. I don't co-sign that.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, let's talk about what Issa Rae is doing. Isn't it
Yes.
amazing?
But I think what's happening in the black community is that we're not even focusing on that. We're just instead talking about what Issa Rae is doing. Isn't that true? Like you're saying we need to point out, but I'm saying we don't need to point it out because the whole world is pointing it out already.
No,
we
I
can just
just-
focus on the positive
I
black
don't think
people.
you keep saying that.
So
No, hold on,
why
I want
can't
to
we
address
just
that.
talk
I want to
about
address
it?
that real quick
That I'm-
because you keep saying that. So what you're basically saying is, okay, if there's a headline right now that Chris Brown gets into another problem,
Altercation or
we
something,
shouldn't
yeah.
talk about it because
We talk about it
Hold
and
on,
we keep it
about it,
moving.
keep it moving.
So what you're saying is, if there's another headline right now, you're gonna be like, no, they will talk about it, so I'm not gonna talk about it. No, I will address it.
Yes.
And if Chris Brown does something good, I will talk about it as well.
talk
I'm
about
talking about
Yeah,
everything.
we talk about it and we keep it moving.
And then keep it moving. Don't talk about it for 7 months.
Let me
I
ask you this.
follow a bunch of black blogs on Instagram, and the only time I hear Issa Rae is when she's in a new photo shoot. I don't hear nothing positive of what she's doing unless I go and look it up myself.
But she
Do
no,
you get what
I
mean?
hear a lot of positive.
Issa is winning.
Issa's winning.
But
She's
you're
winning
Let
right
me
now.
finish my point. But this R. Kelly stuff, they go into details about it right on your Instagram page so you can hear about all the negative stuff. That's the
I gotta
point
say
that
that
I'm making.
I-
That
yeah.
Issa Rae, you gotta go on their website to read about the positive stuff.
No, but I
Issa
have
Rae
to
is
say, I have to
doing.
say something though. In media, mostly it's all about the clickbait. They are talking about it. You just miss past it to go
Yeah,
into the
we're not
juicy
talking
stuff.
about watching
What
As
I'm
humans,
saying is they will write about it. They'll write, Issa Rae's caption will be like a 2-sentence caption.
Because
then
it's
you
a
gotta
click-
go on the website to get the whole deal.
So go
the R.
if you
Kelly
care-
one will be a
Easy.
100-sentence
because
caption.
it's clickbait. They want you to read it. But if you want to read about
So
Issa
we're
Rae,
bringing down our black men for money.
not bringing
That's
them
what you're saying, 'cause
down.
it's about
We're
click.
not-
We're gonna make Chris Brown, all these people look so horrible.
when
for
Diddy
clicks,
this year
for money.
became the highest paid, whatever, it was headlined. It was headlined. I clicked on it.
It
I
was
read
headline for 24 hours.
Exactly.
No,
It was
headlined.
24 hours.
No, people knew about it.
Hold on. Let me ask you this question. So, if you have a kid and a daughter who comes to you and says, "Mommy, Daddy, I've been hearing this stuff about Chris Brown, or I've been hearing stuff about Bill Cosby. Is this okay? Can I do this? Will I be in trouble?
Thank
Why
you.
are people saying that? What would you tell them?
Well, I will tell them that no, it's
No.
not okay to do this. And then I'm going to tell them that you have to realize that just because these people are in the media, they're not superheroes. They're regular people just like me and you, and they make mistakes and they do things that are not wrong. And that if you do that, even if you're them and you do that, you could possibly go to jail.
That's great. And then the next question he asks is, Mom, but you were just listening to R. Kelly. Why? You just told me that. Why are you listening to R. Kelly? Do you support him? Are you saying you like him?
No,
What'd
I
you say?
don't like him, but the song is good. It's good. It's good music.
What message is that?
That's not a bad message.
I'm saying.
You know what kind of message that is? You know what the kind of message that is?
I'm just wondering, like, as a kid, if
what message is that? The message is
a smart kid would get it.
The message is I can still go out and do bad things, but as long as I'm still making my music, it's fine.
No,
that is the message.
All I'm trying to say.
Indirectly, that is the message.
I mean, okay, that is the message.
That is the message indirectly. And you know what? That is the message. That is the message. But we're really gonna end here. But if you guys have any comment, just let us know in the comment section.
And I love you all. Sorry, I know it's past me. I know we disagree. I'm sorry. I know I was rolling my eyes and banging my head.
It's okay.
It's just very
Thank you for coming, though. I hope we didn't scare you off.
No.
Come back anytime.
Yeah.
And we need to catch the episode where they talked about this. They talked about a similar topic on African Millennials. That's why we brought him here. Wednesdays at 12, right?
Wednesdays at 12.
Yeah.
And as you know, Mina TV always brings you the hottest topics. This is ABS.
Bye. Comment below.
Thanks for watching. And if you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.